Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Tennessee started out strong, but limped to the finish line in the SEC last year, going just 4-4. There is work to be done. They did not get extra eligibility for their quarterback, but known as the quarterback whisperer, Josh Heupel looks to rebuild at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Makes it past the marker. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Bishop. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this offense proves on this opening drive, they are going to take shots. They find the big wide receiver out right. Dude, the go route is one of the hardest routes to defend. They throw it up. Their guy makes the play and gets the touchdown. This offense strikes first.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that, but they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Going with the counter play here. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
The Sooners are flying down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Red pass, it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll move the tight end. Here's a give to Robinson. And he could not get loose on the run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to the ground with the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Card in the backfield, it's Bishop. Now a timeout call by the Sooners, that's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. caught behind the line. It's Hansen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Hansen. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Jukes his way for more. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
Under fire, and it's a sack.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw again. They're working that left side. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll go to the counter. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Makes the grab in their space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bishop. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Gives it on the option. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The run inside. It's Bishop. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Dances away. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the end zone. In for the touchdown. The clock strikes 0, and they're down a single right now. Decision time coming.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They jump on top here in OT. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point was good. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabs it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on third and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's blocked. Came up huge in overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mateer. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Trying to run, it's Robinson. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They may just get the ball in position for a game-winning field goal here in overtime. They'll run with Robinson. He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to him on the ground. Maybe a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. You got Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's shot. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
The give on the counter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gonna run it. It's Richard. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Pulls it, fired complete. Snowed under by the defense.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Sayin. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And some room to work. Maybe some room here. Quick step and go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. And they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richard. Makes a man miss. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Hoover. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Preston. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. Keeps it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field, stretch it vertically, and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Unleashes it. Working that left side. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Richard. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They feed him again, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a grab down the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Richard. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
On the move, it's Richard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Richard. Here's a little room there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Get it out to the supersonic guy. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing, say it. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. Hauls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's complete on the right side, and good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advanced.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Saying. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Julian Saying to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Pressure coming. Floats it out in space. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Saying to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, what?
This is Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns against the defending national champion, Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt. And Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
Here in Bloomington, fans are celebrating a national championship, but they understand this is a new season. The fans were insane last year. Memorial Stadium was the best it's ever been. Can they keep that home energy and that hype rocking and rolling here to get this season started? Curt Cignetti hopes so. He's rebuilding and reloading, and he knows the fans have his back. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The back's got it. Quick spin on the run. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Chris, coming in, we knew that the strength of this offensive line was the right side, and they prove it here. Great blocks, allowing the running back to get to the perimeter, and now you've got to set up those perimeter blocks, which he's able to do for a big gain.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Back to throw. It's Coover. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Short gain makes it second and long. That's tough against a defense like this. Looking for a receiver. The sure hands. It's Becker. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage. And so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain. And he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Punt over the middle. It's Marsh. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Looking to throw again. Tight end makes the grab. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take 3 yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but, man, these are important. Creating 2nd and short, 3rd and short. Nice job by this offense.
Nice grab. It's Marsh. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
The Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Coover. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No, 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 no. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Locates the tight end. It's complete. strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's third down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on third down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it with ease from 56 yards away.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. On the run, it's Smothers. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The senior with excellent work after the catch.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Indiana has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To throw, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. They'll get him down for a gain of 1.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here, the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense right by picking up a positive gain. It doesn't have to be a big play all the time. You just do these little things and keep moving the ball forward.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. And the fourth down attempt comes up short. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier and a great tackle in the backfield.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Scanning the field. It's Hoover. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. 1st down for this offense.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. Open field ahead. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a 1st down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the Hoosiers will spend their 1st timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback design runs. You've got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. Now a timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. They'll come together here and discuss the call on this 4th down play. The Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And he drives the punt deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And nothing after the catch. They stop him cold. Now the Longhorns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, 3rd down is the game within the game, and this is a really nice play call from this play caller, and then solid execution from the quarterback, from the wide receiver on the outside. They're able to find space and get the completion for a 1st down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. One pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play, and an easy pickup for this offense.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this quarterback has got to have better feel in the pocket. You can see that that pocket is starting to collapse. He needs to escape, get himself out on the outside, and give his offense a chance. This guy has got to do a better job in the pocket.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. That's their third and final. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hoover. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Outstanding job up front. Look at the hole right here. The back has the counter play, this little misdirection, and it is wide open because of what they're doing up front. This offensive line is so good, and they are winning the line of scrimmage.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on third down, and here they're able to do that.
Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Steps into this one, and it's a boomer. Wow. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Sees an opening. Solid gain there. He's out across the 30.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The Hoosiers pick up enough for a first down here.
Really Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
And the Hoosiers will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a handoff. A quick juke. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on 3rd down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on 1st down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. An explosive play for this passing game. And now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe.
Got an opening here. Touchdown, Indiana. He runs it into the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. And now the Hoosiers will spend their first timeout.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Oh, this is a beautiful pass by the quarterback right down the middle of the field, and this defense better figure something out because they will continue to work this area if they don't defend it. I love the fact that they're able to attack and get a big completion down the field.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes off in a bootleg. Catch made by the tight end. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Dropping back. It's Manning. A screen to the wide receiver. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This defense is flying around. The completion behind the line of scrimmage, and there they are. They are ready for it. Making the tackle in space. Now it's 4th down. They're doing a great job.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the 25. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
He keeps it. Can he convert? He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
Interesting call to go with the option there on 3rd down. Anytime you have a 3rd and long, you run the option. You are either playing for 4 downs or you're hoping to catch the defense off guard. This is now a big decision on 4th. Do you go for it or do you punt it away?
The Hoosiers will have to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And they'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. 1st and 10. Not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
I really love this offense capitalizing. After the defense got the stop, got the ball back, they're able to hit him for a nice gain. Now they need to press the ball down the field, get this score that they desperately need.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Fights through the tackler. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Dropping back. It's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. Spinning out of the tackle. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
You know, Chris, when you boil this game all the way down for a quarterback, it really is about 2 things. Getting first downs, getting touchdowns. Here, he's able to move the chains, and he does so easily.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Football's loose. And they get their own fumble back. Time's running out, but they still have a chance. And now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they spend a timeout now after gaining the first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You can feel the desperation from this quarterback as he's trying to force this ball down the field and into the end zone, and you certainly understand that with the score where it's at. But he still has to take what the defense gives him. There's time on the clock to get down the field and stick it in the end zone.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Sixth play of the drive. keeper. Can he make it? He's got a crease. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6. Timeout taken by Texas. They've still got one more left to work with.
Well, you can see the emphasis from this defensive end. He's going to crash down on this running back, and rightly so. This running back is the focal point of the offense, and he's a phenomenal player. But that's a beautiful read by the quarterback, and he's able to take it himself and move the chains on the outside.
Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
I really like the mindset of this quarterback. Take what the defense gives. You don't have to press the ball down the field all the time.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Now the Longhorns are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They can no longer stop the clock with the timeout. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, credit to this defense with a huge play there on 3rd down. And now in this situation, they're really forced to go for it on 4th. It's got to be your best play call. As a play caller, you look down at your sheet. What is your best play? It has to be called right now.
He escapes the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Pratt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.